what's up? Hello everybody, it's Marissa here. This is my first video in my room back at home because I am home from college. For those of you who don't know, hi, my name is Marissa and I'm a college student at IU Bloomington, but I'm living at home right now for the summer and I really have a goal to make a ton of great videos this summer, so I hope you guys stick around and subscribe for that if you're new. Today's video is all about Netflix TV series to watch or to binge watch or just to try out this summer, because I know a lot of my followers are younger and they're students and they might have some more time this summer to watch a new show or something, and they might not have a good idea of what to watch next, because I always fall in love with a show and then once it ends I'm so sad and then I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? Also, this is newer and I mentioned it in a vlog, but I have my own website now, which is so exciting. MarissaLogan.com. It's my blog, and I actually made a post with everything written out of all the shows that I recommend, so I will link that below. But I thought it'd be fun to make a video version of it as well. Actually, in 2015, I think, I made a video just like this one about TV series that I really like on Netflix, and it did super well. It got like over 10,000 views. It got 35,000 views. That's crazy. And I look so bad in it. I like over penciled my eyebrows back then. So bad. I'm not even gonna watch that one because I don't even want to remember those times, but I'm just gonna dive in with this new video and recap some shows that I've watched that I really love and some shows on my list that I haven't watched but really want to. And then I'd love to get your guys' inputs in the comments because I'm always trying to watch a new show. Yeah, so it'd be great to hear what you guys have to say. So my favorite show of all time on Netflix and probably in general is The Office. You probably know The Office from like funny memes or GIFs. It's just such a funny show. It's very realistic because it's an office. It's just really funny. There's love stories and things intertwined with the humor, and it's just really, really good, and you love the characters in it. Sorry if you can hear my dog. I guess the humor maybe isn't for everyone, but I really like it, so totally recommend it. The next show I have to recommend is Friends. And I know it's a little more controversial. I like read an article the other day about how like some younger people feel like Friends is a little bit of a sexist show and stuff like that, and I think that's kind of interesting. But my parents loved Friends and I remember watching it like when I was really little, or like having it on in the background, and I think it's fun that it's on Netflix now and I can rewatch everything, and I love the characters and I think it's just such a fun group. I want to live in New York one day, so that's always fun to see too. So I really like the show. I recommend it. It's actually funny too because I'm going to India this summer and I heard a lot of people there watch Friends, so it's really well known around the world and I think it's a good one if you want something new to watch. The next show is Grey's Anatomy. So last night was the season finale of like season 14 or something of the show, and I'm watching it now live on TV. I think when I made my last video I hadn't even started Grey's Anatomy. It took me like 2 years to watch all of the episodes because there's so many, but I just love the show. It's like a surgeon show, so like if you don't like that kind of thing you won't like it. I like get queasy with blood, but like they have operations. It's not too crazy or anything, but I just love the love story and the dramatic element of the show. It's just always interesting, and I think it's crazy that it's still dragging on and still being produced now. I really like it. I've gotten some friends at school hooked on it. My friends Gabby and Kenzie are watching it now, which I think is kind of funny, but it's a pretty good show. Next is Jane the Virgin. I love Jane the Virgin. I think it's so funny. My mom's Mexican, so like I can really relate to the Mexican-American kind of storyline that's going on there. First season was absolutely incredible. Second season didn't love as much, but then the third season I think is really, really good, and that's the one I'm watching right now, so I haven't finished all of those yet, but super good show, totally recommend. Next I have New Girl, which I'm watching right now. I know the season finale of like all the shows, like the whole thing is like over now. It just aired this week, but I love that show. I think it's so funny. My roommate this last year in college loves the show as well, so it always reminds me of her. I believe I'm on like season 5 of it right now. It's just super funny. It's about like these roommates in LA that just have like really funny lives, and yeah, it's a very lighthearted show to watch if you're in the mood for something like that. Next, I kind of have opposite show of that, Gossip Girl, because in New Girl they're not very wealthy and they're in LA, so the West Coast, but New Girl super wealthy and they're on the East Coast. They're in the Upper East Side of Manhattan. I was absolutely obsessed with this show my freshman year of high school. I finished it in like 2 months or something, and again, I think that's just because I really like New York and it's like dramatic and there's so many love stories and love triangles, so I really enjoyed that one. Kind of more geared for younger, but not too younger because there is some more mature stuff, but yeah, that's probably the people that would like it. Next, I have Stranger Things. I absolutely love Stranger Things. I think it's such a good series. The second season I was kind of nervous about, but they did a super good job. Definitely more of like a spooky kind of show if you're into like more thrillers, but not like anything gory or anything. I watched it for the first time around Halloween time. It's a great show for that time of the year. Next, I have Black Mirror, and Black Mirror is like this crazy post-apocalyptic kind of show. Each show in the series doesn't really overlap. It's just like short little shows, if that makes sense. Like, they're not really related to each other, which is kind of nice. So you can just watch random episodes, and there's some episodes that I really like. I can't think of any in particular. There's one with bees that's really interesting. There's this one dating one that's really interesting, and all of them kind of make you think, and they're kind of give you chills because it's like, well, like that could really happen in our future. So it's definitely one of those like thinker kind of shows. I don't really like watching it alone because it can be kind of like spooky, so I watched it with my friends a lot when I was at school. Yeah, it's a really good show if you're into that. Next, I have Lost, which I only watched a handful of episodes from, but I really want to finish it. My parents loved this show when it was airing on TV. It's basically about this plane crash and these people who are living on this island. Very interesting. Next, I have The Walking Dead, which I was such a huge fan of for like the longest time. I believe it's still on Netflix, hopefully. It's about zombies and it's pretty gory, to be honest. The first season's absolutely phenomenal. There's other good seasons as well and really good episodes, but I kind of just lost interest after a while because it seemed like the same thing. But if you guys still watch it now, let me know if I should try to pick it back up because it is pretty good. Next, I have Shameless, which is definitely 16 and up, very more mature show. It's set in Chicago. It's about this like family with a lot of kids, and they don't really have the best parents, and they're just trying to figure out life. It's very good, absolutely hilarious, but also can be very like heartwarming, I guess, or heart-wrenching at times because of their situation and because of their low income status and all this stuff. So it's actually one of my absolute favorites. I finished it on Netflix. I think a new season is coming out on whatever program or whatever it's on. So I can't wait to see that. Love all the characters. I love Lip and Ian. Debbie's kind of crazy. Next, I have How to Get Away with Murder. This has Viola Davis in it, who is absolutely incredible. It's another Shonda Rhimes type drama. I really only watched the first season of it and I thought it was really good. I'll probably watch the second season if I have time for it or something, but it's basically about these law students and they get intertwined with this murder, and it's very interesting, very like thinking of all these different scenarios of what happened, what could have happened. Next, I have Pretty Little Liars. Okay, I was obsessed with Pretty Little Liars when I was younger. I don't know why. I feel like it wasn't even that good of a show, but it is still on Netflix. If you're like younger, maybe you would enjoy it. I never even watched the season finale, like the total show finale, so I don't even know what happens. Like, who was A? I don't know because I didn't watch. Maybe I should just watch the last episode even though I didn't watch that season. I don't really know, but I did like it a lot at one time in my life. Next, I have Scandal, so another Shonda Rhimes show. So Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, and Grey's are all Shonda Rhimes, like written by her. Lady's crazy. She's got a lot going on up here. So Scandal is about this character Olivia Pope, and she basically is kind of like a lawyer, but more like a crisis manager type person. She lives in Washington, D.C., and she does a lot for like the president's family and stuff. And it's really interesting. When I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, I want to be like a lawyer. I want to be Olivia Pope. The next show I have is End of the Effing World. And this is a British show. It's really short. I think it was like 8 episodes or something, but it's really interesting. Me and my friends watched it in like 2 nights at school because we wanted to watch something new. I don't really know how to explain it without giving too much away, but it's basically about this boy and a girl who like each other, kind of don't like each other, and they find themselves running away, if that doesn't give too much away. But yeah, it's really interesting, really makes you think, and it's British, so that's kind of fun. Next show I have is The Fosters, kind of like Pretty Little Liars. I was super into it, like an ABC Family type of show, and then stopped watching. What's his name? I'm trying to think of the one actor's name that was on it. Jake T. Austin. Jake T. Austin was an actor for the show, and I absolutely love him because he was one of my first crushes, like celebrity crushes, because he was on Wizards of Waverly Place, and I thought he was so cute. And so he was on the show, and so I was excited, so I watched it, and then he like stopped being on the show, and they replaced his character. They replaced his character with a different actor. That's what I'm trying to say. And so then I was just like uninterested, and it's a pretty good show. It like touches a lot on some serious and important topics, I would say. More mature, but like again also for like a younger audience. I don't watch it anymore. I think it's over now, but yeah, it was pretty good. The next one I have is Secret Life of American Teenager. I went through this like phase, I'm still going through it I think, of being just like obsessed with Shailene Woodley. I love her, I think she's so cool. And so when The Fault in Our Stars came out, and like Divergent and stuff, I was like, whoa, like I love her, she's so cool, she's such a good actress. And so I wanted to see some of her earlier stuff, and she was like the main character on The Secret Life, and so I started watching it. It's not that good of a show, pretty cheesy, acting is not the best, but if you don't have anything else to watch, I guess you could maybe pop it on and see. Basically a drama about this young character Amy who gets pregnant at like 16 or something, and the season finale is just absolutely awful, so if you want to rant about that with me, go for it. Then there's the show Quantico. I think the show is super cool. It's about being an FBI agent and training for that. So if you're into, you know, the FBI, I think it'd be a good show for you. And then I thought I would throw out some shows that I wouldn't totally be interested in, but just give you a little bit more variety. So The Crown is a show that my mom really likes. I don't really know what it's about. I'm assuming like royalty people. I don't really know. Next I have Breaking Bad, which is my dad's absolute favorite show. He loves it. I haven't gotten into it, but I think it'd be really cool to sit down and watch sometime. And then the last show I have is The Flash, which is my little brother's favorite show. So that's basically like a superhero show. Not really catering towards someone like me, but he loves it. Yeah, that's 22 shows. I think that's a pretty cool amount. The genres are definitely all over the place, so hopefully there's something that's a good fit for you. I actually have Netflix pulled up on my computer right now. I have been watching New Girl though most recently, so that's what's pulled up. There's a lot of good shows out there. I think it's cool how Netflix is producing its own stuff now. There's so many other shows that I would talk about but don't really know. Like Parks and Rec has always been on my list, Gilmore Girls, The Office, but the British one I think would be funny to watch. Glee I never really got into, but I think would be fun to watch. Girl Boss, which I've heard mixed reviews about, whether it's good or bad. Planet Earth, my friends love watching that. There's literally so many shows on here, guys. But yeah, I feel like I could sit here and talk for like so much longer, but this video is already so long. I hope you guys liked hearing some of my Netflix recommendations. If you guys have any, please comment below. Love you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.